Welcome to Letting Go University. It's the daily live stream where we're using the Course in Miracles workbook prompts to let go of anything, any resistance to these ideas, such as, unless I judge, I cannot weep. There's this, all of the suffering comes from our own choice. It's not God doing anything negative to us. It's not God judging us. We judge ourselves. We make up all kinds of elaborate confusion. And when I say we, it's really the ego. It's the small self that was chosen to attempt to be separate from God. Today, we'd like to see God's world instead of the one that we've created with an ego. We have these lessons like God's will for us is perfect happiness. God wills for you perfect happiness, and we share God's will for us. Everything that we're doing is to get that happiness. I imagine if I get into this relationship, I'm going to have happiness. I imagine if I have that money, I'm going to have happiness. I imagine if I have that sexy, buff body, I'm going to have happiness. I'm going to get approval. I'm going to get a control. I'm going to have security. And then I judge these things that are going on and I say, no, this is bad. This isn't happening the way I want it to. It's the judgments that are my suffering. So I don't get into that relationship. I could judge that and say, oh, that's bad. Happiness isn't here. Or I could allow that, oh, this must be something working out for me in my highest good. I could say, I don't get that money. Oh, bad. I don't have the money. It's terrible. Suffering, pain, misery. Or, oh, that money isn't here right now. It's the judgments that have me crying. It's the making wrong of things that has me suffering. And it's entirely optional. Today's lesson, and God himself shall wipe away all tears, says that unless I judge, I cannot weep, nor can I suffer pain or feel I am abandoned or unneeded in the world. God's world is happy. Those who look on it can only add their joy to it and bless it as a cause of further joy in them. We wept because we did not understand, but we have learned the world we saw was false, and we will look upon God's world today. There's another lesson in the Course that's like, we are incapable of judgment. Do you know everything that's ever happened in all of time consciously? Do you know every single circumstance, every single event, every single participating factor in the whole that leads to this very moment? How can I possibly judge something accurately without having the full facts? And have you ever had this happen? Something really bad, you judged as really bad or painful happened? And then later on, you saw what a blessing it was to get out of that relationship, to have that business fail, to go through that pain. Sometimes what seems so bad at the time, when we let go of our judgments of it, when we come out on the other side, we see that actually it was all good. We start to see what we saw through tears, through clarity and happiness. So let's just take something today that we've been judging as bad and weeping about, crying about. Poor me. Poor me. It's a lot of fun to poor me. There's nothing wrong with it. Because again, we can judge everything we're doing. We stack guilt and sin on ourselves. And then we get more and more of that because we're focused on that. All we're seeing is the tears, the badness. We're looking at everything through that. So take any situation that's going on where you're judging and crying. It may not be actual tears. It may just be anger, maybe fear, maybe guilt, grief. Find something that you have been judging And let's turn it over to God and let the tears fall away. What have you been judging? Unless I judge, I cannot weep or suffer pain or feel abandoned or unneeded in the world. So where's that judgment been? And could you just see how it feels when you're judging that? What's the feeling frequency that the thoughts are on, that your physical senses are looking through? Did you notice that feeling behind that judgment? Could you let it be just a feeling? It's not the facts, it's the feeling about the facts that has me crying. Could you notice that feeling? And just let that feeling run just for now. And are you judging the feeling as good or bad? What if it's just a feeling? Could you let it be just a feeling? If it's just a feeling, could you let it be just a feeling, just letting it run? And could you surrender this feeling to God? Means maybe it keeps going, maybe it goes away, maybe it lightens up, maybe it comes up more. Would you surrender this feeling to God? As you release the judgment, the tears fall away. God himself shall wipe away all tears. There's a very good reason for the suggestion not to judge, because we just don't have all the facts. And that doesn't stop us from doing it. And you can't help but do it. I can't help but do it. I judge all the time. And it's in these judgments that our suffering appears, our tears start to flow. Whoa, the situation's so bad. But if God's will is heaven for us, then any badness or suffering must be an illusion. Could you notice the feeling behind some judgment, some illusion? Could you allow that feeling up and just let that feeling come to light? Are you judging the feeling? Sure. Oh, I don't want to feel this. It's bad. Could you let go of judging the feeling? Just let the feeling come up. When we fight the feelings, when we attack them, when we make right or wrong of them, they stay stuck. Could you let it be just a feeling and let it release? Allowing this feeling to move, to stay, to go, to come up more, to lighten up. Could you ignore the thoughts? All thoughts are resisting feelings. Could you just let this feeling be a feeling, just for now? And could you surrender it to the ultimate? Would you surrender this feeling? Give it up. When could you surrender this judgment, this feeling, the thoughts that go with it, and the tears that go with it? Let God himself wipe them away. You see this? Anytime I say something is bad, wrong, evil, or say I'm bad, wrong, or evil, that's a choice. That's a judgment. And can you notice the suffering that comes with that judgment? Can you notice the feeling behind the judgment? What have you judged as bad or wrong, not good for you or someone else? There's nothing wrong with judging. It's just I don't have all the facts. Not while I'm identified as an ego, as a body. Could you notice this feeling behind some judgment? This weeping, this anger, this fear, this guilt. Could you let it be just a feeling? Could you embrace that feeling, not fighting it, not trying to change it, just letting it release? One reason feelings get stuck is we're often thoughts. We keep thinking, thinking, thinking. Could you just let it be a feeling? Ignore the thoughts, let them scroll by without clicking subscribe and getting more and more and more of them? Could you just drop into the feeling, embrace it, let it be there? It's fighting feelings that keeps them stuck. Could you embrace the feeling behind the judgment and surrender to God? God Himself wiping away your tears as you relinquish this feeling behind the judgment, behind the suffering, the pain. Would you relinquish this feeling to God, turn it over to Him, surrender? When could you surrender to God all these judgments, the feelings behind them, and witness as He wipes away all tears? Why hold on to grievances, suffering, disturbances, pain, and have all these thoughts to justify them, to reinforce them, to build our wall from God's handkerchief? No, I'm just going to cry right now. It's going to be woe is me, sad, miserable me. Because it didn't go how I wanted it to go. It's not going how I want it to go. Could you notice the feeling of judging how things are going in that particular place? Where are you being fussy, having a tantrum, trying to fight God and His world when really it's yours? The egos, interpretations of what's going on. Can't even see heaven, it's right here. But no, it's not. It's not here. Heaven's not here. You feel that feeling of that little kid who knows it all. Gotta have his way. Can't even see what's really going on. Has no idea. Innocent, really. And yet fussing, crying. And could you just feel the feeling behind your fussing and crying, your judgments? Could you allow that feeling to come up? Let it up. No reason to stack guilt or sin on what's coming up. It's just coming up. Could you let it come up? And could you surrender this crying, this fussing to God? Turn it over. Would you surrender this feeling? Turn it over to your Father, your source. When could you surrender the judgment and all the suffering that goes with it to Him? It's turning it over, relinquishing. For God's world is happy. The way we saw the world was false. And we will look upon God's world today, and God Himself will wipe away our tears. As we relinquish our judgments, our pride, our vanity, our valuing falsity, we will experience the revelation, the atonement, and the love that is in God's world. Well done, releasing. Thank you for joining us, and have the best day you can.